Hello, all you fine citizens of the great city of Albany, New York, and of course, the surrounding areas. This is the Albany News Update Show. I am your incandescent host, Jonathan Madden, and as you may have noticed, Brian McKenzie is most definitely incapacitated as evidence. Stop looking around. Just sit. Let me get to you.
Sorry.
And as you may have noticed, Brian is most definitely incapacitated as evidenced by the fact that the person sitting next to me is most definitely not Brian. Who the hell are you?
I'm Tom.
I'm kidding. His name is Tom. His name is Tom Miller. Tom Miller is a buddy of mine. Graciously stepped in while Brian is unavailable, and I will be unavailable because I'm going on vacation, so we had to get this thing wrapped up, and Tom was available. Tom is also the founder and lead guitarist of a local band called Stretch, because they couldn't spell elastic. And he decided to come and fill in. So I was getting tired of virtual Brian. He never interacted with me. Are you going to interact with me, Tom?
I am. I actually like virtual Brian. I thought that was pretty cool. It's not as good as the real Brian, but it was.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. So you're like, it's Brian, virtual Brian, and then Tom.
Exactly.
Perfect.
That's where I belong.
Fantastic. And first off, let's just say that we are not part of the Writers Guild of America, so fresh content. And, we're not on strike. We're not on strike. But, since we don't get paid to write this drivel, we are technically on strike all the time. So, technically. Let's get on with what's happening around Albany and let's poke some fun. Here we go. The Times-Union reported that a task force at the latest Albany School Board meeting proposed sweeping changes in how no-show and no-work students should be handled. Currently, students are awarded a minimum grade of 55 regardless of whether they attend the class. They can then use a computerized learning system to earn additional points. At the end of the year, the district then rolls up to passing grades of at least 62.5. The system was intended to help students, but it's being abused, some teachers say. Yeah, you think? How do you get a 55? You don't even show. And the fact that you need a task force to recommend changes to this redunculous system, I could have told you that for free. No task force necessary. When I went to school, you had to be in school. Missing classes affected your permanent record. Let's go trying to track that down, that permanent record. I'm going to find it someday. It's out there somewhere. Here's the kicker. 2 of the 7 board members seem supportive, but the other 5 said they should take more time to consider the issue and get community feedback. You want feedback? Here's your feedback. Get your ass to class. Am I wrong? Didn't we have to go to school, to pass?
Yeah, 55? That's not good.
55? They get a 55 just for not even showing up. I don't even. Moving on, next story. CBS 6. They ran a story concerning the potty-mouthed mayor of Saratoga Springs. Here's the video courtesy of CBS 6 because they already bleeped all the swear words, so I didn't have to do it. It was going to take a long time. Here it is.
Who are you? Lazy. Go yourself.
That's what the mayor was coming to say.
You've done a lot worse in the public on tape.
That was a lot of bleeping. Thank you, CBS 6, for doing all the hard work. It would have taken me 17 hours. Now, here's the exact moment. Here's the exact moment where I knew the mayor messed up. Okay, so we're going to play a little short clip. Watch the woman walking in the front. Here we go.
Go yourself.
Yeah, she did the stop, wait, no he didn't maneuver. You know that didn't go. When she stopped, she's like, oh, no, that's no good. That's no good. Thank you again to CBS 6 for bleeping. That was a lot of bleeping, Tom.
Yeah, a lot of bleeping.
A lot of bleeping.
Oh, yeah.
I think they were saying some swear words.
You think?
That's just me. I don't think you said I love you.
No, definitely not.
I don't think you said I love you. The Times-Union reported a story where... Hold on. The Times Union reported that a new bar is opening in the warehouse district. When are we going to stop calling it the warehouse district and start calling it the alcoholics district? Anyway, the Lionheart on the Green opened at 952 Broadway in Albany with an open interior and a huge outdoor space and expansive patios able to accommodate up to 1,000 people at a time. That is a big place. The number of parking spaces? 20. But the owner said that there are more than 100 parking spaces within a 1-minute walk. So we only need to carpool with 9 other people, not 49, as I originally thought. Everywhere in downtown Albany, the parking is the thing. Like, I went to a show down there, and parking was a pain, and just more parking or public transit.
Yeah, that's like my biggest problem with Albany.
Yes, that's your biggest problem? The
yeah,
parking?
Parking.
What about the shootings? I'm going to go with that's my biggest problem with the killings.
That is a problem. But my personal problem,
Your personal
biggest problem is the parking. Because I have not been shot at.
I hope not.
No. I haven't.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
All right.
Although, I play softball in an area where I get a little bit worried.
Do you attack anybody with your bats?
No.
Well, then you don't have anything to worry about.
Not the greatest. I don't know.
Do you want to say where you play softball?
Not anymore.
All right, next.
I feel bad.
Hey, it's Albany. It's Albany. This is what we do. News 10 reported that $5 million has been allocated in the state budget for an I-787 feasibility study. $5 million. That's like 2.5 State of the Union addresses. State of the State addresses. One of those states of the state's addresses. $5 million. I can tell you for free that the feasibility of getting rid of 787 is 0. There we go, yes. Since 2019, Assemblywoman Patricia Fahey has pushed for a feasibility study of the interstate. Fahey says 787 was overbuilt. Quote, 787 never met a fraction of the projections that were there for traffic, unquote. With respect, Assemblywoman Fahey, are you out of your ever-loving mind? Has never met a fraction of the projections for traffic? Have you ever driven on 787 in Albany in the morning? I am certain we have hit our traffic projections and then some. What were your projections? 1 trillion cars in the morning? It's busy as all get out both. Not like I've ever driven to work on 787 in the morning and evening for the past 15 years or anything. Have you? Do you drive ever?
What was she trying to accomplish?
They want to get rid of 787.
But why? I mean, can you imagine 787 being gone?
If you want to connect with the waterfront. We have to connect.
For,
We're aquatic beings. Did you know that Albany is Latin for water? I made that up.
that's not true.
I don't know, because we have to connect with the water.
Wait,
and
so they're saying to bring back the seaway?
Yes, that's part of it. They're doing a canal up in front of the. It's a mess. It's a mess. Trust me.
787 has definitely hit its threshold for traffic.
Give me
definitely.
250,000. I'll tell you it's not feasible. That's all I want. All right. Yes. Okay. We normally do the BMac attack at this time of the show, but because Brian's not here, I have Tom. My boys call Tom Uncle T-Bone, and so I am going to introduce the TBone Moan. Not that kind of moan. It's like the whining moan. Like, not the... Anyways.
The good moan.
Virtual audience, can you give him a round of applause? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Tom, T-Bone, are you ready to go?
Not ready.
Here we go.
I'm really nervous.
Go for it. You'll do fine.
All right.
No, we won't.
Where is it this?
That's that right? No, right in front of you.
Okay.
Right in front.
Right.
We're waiting for our producer to switch. There we go. Okay.
Oh.
There it is. Right
Hello.
there.
Hi.
Go.
All right, I'm good. Hey, everybody. I'm not here to do what Brian does with the BMac attack. Brian is the man. And I'm not going to pretend to be as awesome as him. I mean, Brian is the best part of this show. It's not even close.
Oh, come on.
No offense.
What I do?
You're fine. You're fine.
I'm fine.
But Brian is the man.
Okay. I see what you're doing.
Plus, I love the Capital District. Most of the things we have to complain about are the same things other cities complain about. Politics, religion, dilapidated buildings, buildings that are questionably named after food. Normal stuff. It's funny.
It is funny.
I like it when they laugh.
You want to know more?
Yeah.
Audience, laugh. There.
But I love living in this area. And I grew up in different parts of the capital region, on both sides of the Twin Bridges, and I've enjoyed it all. Except the traffic.
Yes.
That is something to complain about. Everyone complains about how traffic inexplicably slows to a standstill from like 4 to 6 p.m. as it approaches the Twin Bridges going north. I will never understand this. Just go! So I'm not going to talk about that.
Okay.
But living in Clifton Park, try driving through Clifton Park proper anywhere on a weekday from noon until 7. It's ridiculous.
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 Thank you. And when the Shenendehowa buses are picking up kids or dropping them off, which covers another 4 hours of time because all the schools are on one big campus with 6 different drop-off and pickup times, going 2 miles can take over 30 minutes if you catch it right, which you will. Which brings me to the one thing that I would change about this area. Traffic circles. I would eliminate all traffic lights and replace them with circles.
Audience, do you think that's a good idea? Yes. They're applauding it. Traffic circles. Nice.
Some people hate circles, though, mostly because they don't understand them.
Amen.
But that they would solve so many traffic problems. Take a drive through Malta and Ballston Spa. It's amazing.
It's way too far north.
Not for me.
Not for you.
There's a circle at every major intersection. I'll sometimes go north on Route 9 instead of the Northway just to use the traffic circle.
Are you okay? You're getting very excited about this.
I love traffic circles.
Okay, apparently you do.
I actually considered having a diagram to explain to people how to use a traffic circle.
Diagram, damn. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
All right. No, that's okay. I am very passionate about this. Clifton Park.
Yes.
All right, Clifton Park is starting to pick up on this. They put one at the intersection of 146 and 146A near my neighborhood, which is fantastic. Maybe not the most necessary intersection they could have chosen, though.
Uh-oh.
Like the intersection of 146 and Clifton Park Center Road. What a friggin' show that area is.
Tom!
Wait, can I say that?
You know what a pain it is to bleep? CBS 6. I need you. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
All right.
Put a traffic circle there at that intersection, please.
Oh, boy.
And put a circle at all the intersections leading to the Target Plaza. Do this and traffic will flow better. And neighbors will start being nicer to each other. And maybe our politicians will make smarter decisions. And maybe we'll get closer to world peace. Maybe I have some things to complain about after all. But mostly, I love this area. It's not the dumpster fire this show makes it out to be.
Come on!
Am I allowed to be positive about the capital region on this show?
You can absolutely be positive.
Well, I
Positively sarcastic.
I love it. Well, that's the TBone Moan.
Ladies and gentlemen, you said it.
I did. I wanted to say the Tom Bomb.
It's the...
But,
no, that sounds silly.
K-Man thinks it's a good idea.
T-Bone... We don't mention
The producer thinks it's
We
a
don't
good...
mention production.
The producer thinks it's a good idea.
We don't mention production.
Brian, come back soon. We miss you.
All right. Something's beeping. Here we go. Thank you, Tom. That was an excellent T-Bone Moan.
Thank you.
I'm just going to say T-Bone Moan for the rest of the show. T-Bone Moan.
Oh.
Oh, now you ruined it. All right, let's go. Story number 5. NYUpstate.com reported that Ben Stiller recently called an upstate New York City, quote, super photogenic. Was it Albany, you may be asking? The answer is no. No, it wasn't Albany, but our old nemesis Utica.
Oh.
I know, I hate Utica. I don't know why. Apparently they're filming Severance Season 2 there. Now, don't get too excited, Utica. Super photogenic sounds like something your friend would say to describe your blind date. You like him. He's super photogenic. Let's not get too crazy there. Utica. How come they're filming in Utica?
Yeah, why?
It probably is very inexpensive. They're probably paying them a lot of money.
Yeah, maybe.
They're probably
No, it's inexpensive for sure.
better than
They
we
maybe
are.
they need like broken down buildings and
Oh,
deserted.
yes, broken down. Have you seen the show?
No.
We probably shouldn't talk about it then, because we have no idea what we're talking
Wait,
about.
I don't even know what it is. Is Ben Stiller in it?
Ben's, I believe so. I would hope
He
so.
could be producing.
Maybe he's just a big fan.
The director.
WNYT reported an Albany County Sheriff's car was hit while responding to a report of a stolen vehicle at Albany International Airport. Now, how would you like to be the person whose car was stolen? He's getting away. I hope the police show up soon. I'm sorry, what? No police? They got no accident? No justice? All right. Also, kudos to the moron who hit the sheriff's car, whose emergency lights were on. Let's pay attention out there, Albanites. Just don't hit sheriff's cars, okay? Is that too hard? Is it too hard, Tom?
Not if they're drinking.
You think they were drinking?
Sounds
That's a serious accusation. We here at the Albany News Update Show do not know. That's all Tom, all by himself. Not us. We didn't accuse anybody of anything.
Condoning it. I'm
It
just
wasn't,
saying.
it sounded like you were accusing the guy who hit the sheriff that he was drinking, and I'm not saying that there was.
I'm sorry. Maybe they were on drugs.
Tom Miller is his name. You can go ahead. On drugs now, you're just escalating. There's liability here for what you say. I think. Maybe not.
I think so.
We'll find out.
I'm just making conjecture.
George Santos has not been convicted yet. So, free for all. Oh, let's see here. Oh, this is a heartwarming story. Here we go.
I can't wait.
Grace Baptist Church in Troy is raffling off an AR-15 rifle at their annual revival meeting in July. Now, just in case you're not of the AR-15 rifle ilk, that's okay. They will allow you to substitute an alternative prize. What is it, a flamethrower? If you don't want the AR-15, you can substitute a flamethrower.
That sounds.
What is this flamethrower? What is this, from 1942? Like some sort of World War II era? I don't think that's the actual flamethrower. It's the only picture we could find. It turns out that flamethrowers are legal in New York, but Assemblywoman Kimberly Jean-Pierre has introduced legislation that would make it a felony to possess a flamethrower. So much to unpack here, Tom. First off, any church that auctions off a flamethrower is the coolest church ever.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
And what's with the assembly of women trying to take away our beloved Interstate 787 and flamethrowers? Can't we just have one cool thing? Tom, can we have one cool thing?
How about using a flamethrower on 787?
That would be double awesome. Like to eliminate 787 or just to have a guy on a
be
flamethrower?
on 787 and using the flamethrower.
Yes. Whoever wins the raffle at the Grace Baptist Church Revival, get out there on 787. Let's wreak some havoc here.
And you're right. It's officially my most favorite church ever. No.
It is. I can't think of any other church that would hand out a flamethrower. Maybe because it's a stupid idea. And finally, we're introducing a new thing called the Albany News Update Show Anus of the Week.
I thought it was a news.
No. This week's a news anus. See, you got it.
I got it.
Yes. This week's a news anus is the person who parked their gas-guzzling spoiler alert hot rod in the electric vehicle parking at Crossgates Mall. There it is. Yes, I'm talking about you. I was doing some Crossgates Mall stuff. What is that, you may ask?
You took that picture?
I wait around. Yes. And they were parked in the electric vehicle charging station. The shame. And yes, there were no other electric vehicles parked there. But it's the principle of the thing. It's the principle. If I can't park there, neither can you. Am I right?
Agreed. Absolutely. But
I am right.
Looks like a badass car.
It was badass. It was badass.
You have to believe that?
I almost tore off all my clothes. I was so turned on by that car and the spoiler and everything. Don't park in the electric vehicle charging stations. Thank you for joining us on the Albany News Update Show. Check out the stories we've highlighted in the description below. Check out Stretch as well. They do a great job. Play all your favorite hits. Maybe one day he'll play one of my original songs. Maybe not.
All requests.
All requests. Please support the local news stream. Have fun and you've been updated.